Coming up to the next lock landing now. Looks quite a long lock landing compared with some. Couldn't see the lock for a minute. Looks as though the lock is empty. I'm going to have to fill it. Using my Nicholson's Waterways Guide number 3, I'm going to explain the extent of today's journey. In the last episode I started my descent from Kibworth Top Lock. In today's episode you will see me pass through Lock 22 and then I will moor up. I can see the gates are open, not fully open, but they are open. Jumping off again. Walk around on the bridge a little bit easier. I'm walking round so I can close the gates, which will then allow me to fill the lock. Once full, I can open the top gate and take the boat in. Give us a hand. I'm winding the paddles up so I can fill the lock. I've got all 4 paddles open and I'm struggling to open the gate. It's hard work, very hard work. I'll keep trying. Obviously I will. I just realised this paddle is still up compared with the other one. That's why I'm struggling. I'm making sure it goes fully down, leaving nothing to chance. Well, that's got it now. How easy that is now, look. All that struggling I had. Ah, dear. At last, I'm going to make my way into this 5th lock. I'll talk about this a bit later, I think. The struggles that I had. Blowing up a bit now. Oh, what a day it's been. It's 2:20 at the moment. I think I arrived here about 45 minutes ago. So easy now, as it should be, of course. This is the longest lock I've ever done, not lengthwise, time-wise. I'll have to check my records, it must be about an hour. I will explain in a minute. Got a bit of wobble now on my tiller arm. That's not a good sign, I have to say. That's vibrating quite badly. I think maybe I should just pull over here and quickly check the weed hatch. I'll do some reverse thrust. I think that's cleared it. Seems okay now. There was a young couple turned up and sat eating lunch, and I've asked the gent to close the gate, and he's just doing that at the moment. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am worn out, there's no doubt about it, after all that palaver. Just passing a winding hole on my left here. So in simple terms, what happened back at that lock was that I couldn't open the gate to get the boat in. What I hadn't realised was that the gate paddle at the far end, which you use to drain the lock, was up just a few inches, but it was sufficient to keep a flow of water coming through. Now I did look earlier, not actually at the paddles, but at the swirl of water outside the gates, because I thought it was a little bit odd, but I didn't connect the two together. So I'll be better warned next time. Normally if a paddle is open, you see it sticking up sort of on the horizon, but that was down level with the sort of gate post, so it wasn't obvious that it was partly up. But as soon as I put it down, the gate opened with ease. So I am aware obviously that you need to make sure the gate paddles are closed at the other end, but I just thought they were. I had no reason to believe otherwise. Anyway, it's now 20 to 3 nearly. Those 5 locks have proved to be tiring. I think I lost some time waiting around for the training boat, although that was interesting in itself. I'm just going to take a picture of this beautiful Leicester sign, which has been restored. Beautiful it looks. I think I can actually see somewhere to moor up ahead. This is always at an angle, this. So I've still got 7 locks ahead of me, which I'll do tomorrow. At least tomorrow I won't have the tunnel to go through. And the distance now to my destination in terms of miles would be just over 3 miles. So I'm not far from my destination with 7 locks to be done. What I don't want to do is go forward and then find I struggle to moor up. But there are some places along here. There's one just up here actually. I'm going in there. I've made a decision. I'm going to finish cruising for today. Yes, indeed. This is absolutely ideal. Oops, there we go. Just to give a gentle touch and I swing the boat in. I'm just going to jump off now. I'll catch up with you in a moment. That was tiring, I have to admit it, but worthwhile, and I did enjoy it, so not a problem. I can take this off now. This is actually quite warm around the neck. You wouldn't think it, but it makes you hotter than you really want to be. And likewise, wearing these gloves, these are brilliant gloves. They're made by Sight. That's no promotion, I'm just letting people know. My son bought me these a couple of years ago for Christmas, and when I'm doing the lock work I find them extremely useful. Because they're fingerless, I can still control the cameras with my fingers. So I'm very pleased. Oh, can't get them off. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to make a cup of tea and have some lunch. It's 5 to 3 now. Time just goes when you're enjoying yourself, doesn't it? I can't get it off. Yes, so I'm very pleased with these. Very colourful. Grey one side and black the other. I'll make tea and then I'll come and have a chat. So bye for the moment. Well, what a day it's been. I rather suspected that I wouldn't do all 12 locks today. Something was telling me that, I think, before I set off. So I've done the first 5 locks. I'm about 3 miles now from Kilby Bridge, and there are 7 more locks which I will do tomorrow. The real surprise on this occasion was getting caught in that particular lock. All because a paddle was just a few inches up and I didn't spot it. Oops, something on my glasses. I always do have a look. You know, you cast your eyes over to make sure everything is alright, and unless it's standing sort of proud against the skyline, you don't notice it, because it's not like that, it's like that, and you don't see it. As soon as I sorted that out, I was out that lock. So that was a bit frustrating. But I've enjoyed it, that's the main thing. There's no doubt I lost time because of the training boat came up behind me, said they didn't want to come in the lock. She wanted to train the others. There were 3 being trained and 1 lady helmsman doing the training. All very pleasant people, lovely to meet them and everything. But I think it did slow me down. I can't say it didn't. So I'm here for the night now. I'm quite pleased with this position. There is a railway running alongside. A bit later I'll take a walk up that way. There's an opening and I'll see if I can actually see the rails. They're pretty close, I have to say. When the train passes, you know that it's passing. What is surprising, I think, today is that I've actually only passed 1 boat coming towards me, and that was when I was in the 2nd lock that I did. The boat came up. Was there another? I think there was another. You know, you do really forget. Of course there was another, because a boat came out the 4th lock, I think it was. Yes, of course. So I've crossed 2 boats today, which isn't many for a Saturday, is it? You'd think the canals would be a little bit busier than that. But I'm now going to have some lunch. I have run out of cheese top rolls. I've got a croissant here and a Polish sausage, so I'm going to be eating those. Thanks for watching so far. I'll catch up with you later. Not sure when that will be though. I should just say that I worked out I was in that lock for about 50 minutes. And they say the average time for a lock over a journey is like 20 minutes per lock. Sometimes it can be 10 minutes, sometimes it can be half an hour. So 50 minutes is a record for me, no doubt about that. Many thanks for watching. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. If you haven't yet done so, please do think about subscribing and clicking the little bell to receive notifications of future videos. Until next time, take the utmost care. Bye for now.